Hi, I'm Leo. Welcome to my workshop. I'm a manufacturing engineer. I'm going to be retiring in a few years. In 2020 I plan to retire from my 9-to-5 job as an engineer. And what I want to do is to work on this channel. This channel is about me and my new journey in life. As I go into retirement, I'm going to have a little bit more time to do the things that I enjoy. And one of the things that I want to do is to share my adventures and the fun things that I like to do and share it on the channel, Leo's Workshop. So it's a little bit more than just working around in my shop. I plan on doing a lot of other things too. At first I'm going to start out a little bit slow because there's a lot of learning in this whole thing with video and video editing and pictures and photography and a lot of things like that. I've always liked to play with stuff like that throughout my life, but now I want to enhance it more and grow more with it and post it up a little bit more on the channel. And to share it, quite frankly, part of my retirement enjoyment is to be able to do this kind of stuff and share this out on YouTube. So at first it's going to be a little bit slow. As I learn, it's probably going to be, my goal is to start out to make a commitment to post up one video a month. I know that's not a lot. A lot of people that like to watch channels, myself included, I love watching YouTube channels and watching how people are homesteading and going out on adventures and working in their workshop. And there's so many YouTube channels that I like to watch, and they post a video every day. It's like, I'm not so sure that I couldn't commit to that right now, but once a month. And then as I get better and start to learn more the video editing tools, then I can probably post up maybe 2 a month or 3 a month, once a week, and possibly move towards, I don't think that I'm ever going to make a once a day video because it's so intense, it's so much work to do. As I retire, maybe I can. But some of the things that I like to do is I do like to play around with photography, so I'll probably be talking about the cameras that I use, because I'm not a professional photographer. I have point and shoot cameras, but some of them are pretty good. The camera that I'm using to record this video is a Jvc video camcorder that I bought a couple of years ago, and it does a pretty good job. And I will post up information about that. In fact, if you look at my comments and things down below, I probably will start adding in some of those things, that equipment that I use and tools that I use and information and places to go to find the information that you might be looking for. So as I'm getting nearer to retirement, I'm not retired yet. I plan on retiring in 2020. But like so many other people do when they get ready for retirement, is they start getting their house in order. The big projects, I'm doing siding on my house, and I actually, even though I'm in my 60s, I still get out there and bang nails and use saws and hammers and staging and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm a little older. I got a white beard, and my son calls it my Santa Claus beard, but that's okay. And but I do the work myself, so I will record all of those things about putting siding up and getting on ladders. And I'm not a young buck, so you're not going to be seeing a young carpenter out there, but you'll see me. I enjoy that stuff. So I'm doing siding on my house. I'm building brand new cabinets for my kitchen from scratch. It's all cherry cabinets, plywood sides, drawers made out of solid wood, and all of the different things. And I do that all around my shop. And in a minute I'll give you just a quick turnaround of my shop. Not real big. It's a big 2-car garage. I have a shed outside. I have an upstairs in the garage. So I got enough room to do some of that stuff. As more of the projects go on, I'll be replacing a furnace in my house. I'll be doing some electrical work and plumbing work, and I'll post up videos and shots of all of those different things that I do. Maybe people can learn a little bit, maybe not. Maybe people will make comments that, hey, you're doing it wrong, which is okay, because I want to learn the right way to do stuff. So yeah, make comments, tell me down below. is the place to put comments, and it's important for a YouTuber to understand what the audience wants, what you guys want. You're watching me, and you've got comments to make. Some of them are negative comments, some of them are positive comments, hopefully mostly positive. But in my workshop, just to let you know different things that I like to do. Like I said, I like to play around with photography. I do some woodworking. I enjoy woodworking. I like to do fine finishes and build cabinets. I make little jewelry boxes, and like this sign Route 66 I made on my router, and you see a little piece of a hummingbird here and here, and I make little icons. I use corian, I use domestic hardwoods, I use exotic hardwoods. I use sign foam. I make signs for people. I sell signs sometimes. I design signs. I make custom signs. So I use sign foam, high density urethane. I use a lot of different kinds of paints and dyes and colorings and glazes. So I like to do a lot of things like that. I make little piggy banks and craft items and just a variety of all sorts of different kinds of things. And I like to take pictures and make videos and post them up. So it gives me an outlet to do stuff like that. Very soon, something that I've always wanted in my life and I've never been able to afford, but as a retirement gift to myself, or maybe a little sooner because I'm helping some friends to do some work, and I've sold a couple of things and I've got a little bit of money. I plan to buy a digital SLR camera to do videos and to take photography. Sometimes when the weather is nice mostly, or even in the winter time, I kind of think snow is pretty and I like to take pictures of snow and things like that. It's February right now, so we're getting to the end of the season. But when I go out in my area, I live in New England. New England is very beautiful, very picturesque. I take my camera with me and I'll take pictures of different places that I go to, which are quite interesting. I had a video of some waves crashing up on rocks, and it's soothing, and it's just a beautiful sound. So I do things like that. Not so far away from Boston, we go to visit Boston. We visit the mountains in New Hampshire. We go to the beaches locally. Just different things that I like to do and take video and pictures, and I'll be posting up some of those things too, not just work in the workshop. And with materials I didn't mention, I also like to cut some soft metals like aluminum and brass, things like that. So there's a lot to go along. In my workshop, tools that I use, of course I have the traditional woodworking tools, the bandsaw, table saw, drill press, and hand planes and hand saws, and just stuff that traditionally people use. So maybe we could talk about defining what traditional really means too, because there's quite a controversy about what traditional is. Is a table saw really traditional, or is it not? It's a question that you might ask. Is a handsaw a traditional tool, and a hand plane? Because I use those. I'm pretty good at those. I know how to use them. But I also use things like a CNC router and a laser engraving machine. And I use software on my computer. I use Fusion 360, and I use SolidWorks, and I use DraftSight. Not too much anymore, but I do use that. I use Vectric Aspire software to program my CNC machine, and I'll be talking about that sometimes also. And I highly recommend Vectric software as a programming if you're into CNC routing. It's a great product, and we'll be talking about that more and more. I've been using Vectric software for over 10 years. It's wonderful. So some of the things that I'd like to point out too is, as you watch my channel and as you watch my videos, I would please ask you to subscribe below. Subscribe and also make comments. Comments are very important for YouTubers, because we don't know, as you're watching, things that you see wrong, things that you think that we could make it better. I could use the help. I'm not the greatest in the world, but I could definitely use some help to have you show me how to be better at my channel. And so as I enter my journey of retirement, it's a new adventure for me. And I don't hope that that doesn't really sound like baloney, but because it really is a new adventure for me, and it's something I'm excited about, something that I'm really desiring to have a lot of fun with it and to grow. So hopefully you can help me to grow. But in order for you to help me to grow, you have to subscribe. And I'm asking you to subscribe. I'm asking you also, please make comments down below. And also, there's a little button there that says more, where you have comments, and below the comments, it opens up a whole nother thing. And I plan on writing more and more descriptions of things there. Hang on just a second, I'll be right back. Yeah, this is just one more thing that I so greatly enjoy. I want you to meet Chip. This is Chip, and this is Dale. Say hi to the people, Chip and Dale. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, they're so happy for me to be holding them up here. But this is Chip and Dale, my two little Pomeranians. I have a lot of fun with them too. They'll come along with our adventure. Well, anyway, have a wonderful day. It was nice to talk to you. Please subscribe. Please make comments. Thank you. Goodbye.